This luxury agent just figured out how to close million-dollar deals while working half the time. But here's what's crazy. She's actually making more money than agents working 80-hour weeks. Meet Sarah Chen. She's a luxury real estate agent in Manhattan, and last year she closed $47 million in sales, working just 25 hours per week. Meanwhile, her competitors are burning out, missing family dinners, and still struggling to hit their numbers. But here's the wild part. She wasn't always like this. 3 years ago, Sarah was that agent. You know the one. Always stressed, phone glued to her ear, chasing every lead like her life depended on it. She'd answer calls at midnight, show properties on Christmas Eve, and say yes to every request no matter how unreasonable. She was making decent money, about $180K a year, but she was miserable. Her marriage was suffering. She hadn't taken a real vacation in 2 years. And despite working 70-hour weeks, she watched newer agents with better systems consistently outperform her. Then she discovered something that changed everything. It happened at a luxury car dealership. Sarah was buying a Tesla, and she noticed something interesting. The salesperson wasn't desperate. He wasn't calling her every day. He wasn't offering discounts or begging for her business. Instead, he was selective. He asked qualifying questions. He mentioned that they only work with serious buyers. He even suggested she might want to consider a different model if she wasn't ready to make a decision quickly. And you know what? It made her want that car even more. That's when it hit her. The top 1% of luxury agents don't work more. They work completely different. While everyone else is playing the availability game, these elite agents create scarcity. They make wealthy clients come to them. Think about it. When you're always available, what message does that send? That you're desperate, that you need their business more than they need your expertise. But wealthy clients, they don't want desperate. They want exclusive. They want someone who's already successful, already selective, already in demand. Sarah figured this out when she started treating her time like the luxury product it is. But it wasn't just about being less available. She completely restructured how she operated. First, she created appointment windows. Instead of answering every call immediately, she designated specific times for client consultations. Tuesday and Thursday mornings for new client meetings. Wednesday afternoons for property showings. Friday mornings for negotiations only. Second, she implemented a qualification process. Not everyone who called got a meeting. She developed a series of questions that helped her identify serious buyers versus tire kickers. Questions like, what's your timeline for making a purchase? Have you already been pre-approved for financing? What's prompting this move right now? Third, she raised her standards. She stopped working with clients who couldn't afford her minimum price point. She stopped showing properties to people who weren't pre-qualified. She stopped accepting last-minute requests that disrupted her schedule. But here's the counterintuitive part. The more selective she became, the more in demand she got. Most agents don't understand the psychology of wealthy clients. These aren't first-time homebuyers worried about mortgage payments. These are successful people who've built wealth by making smart decisions quickly. They don't want to be sold to. They want to be guided by an expert who understands their world. They don't want someone who's grateful for their business. They want someone who's selective about who they work with. Sarah started positioning herself as the consultant, not the salesperson. She'd begin meetings by saying, "I'm not sure if we're a good fit, but let me ask you a few questions." She'd share market insights that her competitors didn't have. She'd recommend against properties that weren't right, even if it meant losing a commission. The results were insane. Her average deal size jumped from $800K to $2.1 million. Her closing rate went from 40% to 78%. And the best part? She started taking Fridays off too. But the real magic happened with referrals. When you're selective about your clients, you end up working with higher quality people. And higher quality people know other higher quality people. Sarah's clients started referring their wealthy friends, colleagues, and family members. Not because she asked for referrals, but because she provided an experience that was so different from every other agent they'd worked with. She wasn't just selling houses, she was providing access to an exclusive service. Her clients felt special, not because she flattered them, but because she held them to high standards and they rose to meet them. One client, a hedge fund manager, told her, "Sarah, you're the first agent who's ever told me no. That's exactly why I trust you with my real estate decisions." Here's what most agents don't understand. Luxury clients aren't buying houses. They're buying status, exclusivity, and peace of mind. When you act like everyone else, you become everyone else. But when you operate like the exclusive expert you are, everything changes. Clients start referring their wealthy friends. Deals close faster, and you stop competing on price because you're not competing at all. The luxury market is changing rapidly. Post-pandemic, wealthy buyers are more selective than ever. They're not just looking for square footage. They're looking for lifestyle, privacy, and investment potential. They want agents who understand these nuances, not just someone who can unlock doors. Sarah saw this shift coming. While her competitors were still operating like it was 2019, she was already adapting to the new reality. She started specializing in properties with home offices, private gyms, and outdoor spaces. She developed relationships with architects, interior designers, and private wealth managers. By 2026, the luxury market is going to be completely different. The agents who figure this out now will dominate. The ones who keep grinding will get left behind. Sarah's success isn't just about working less, it's about working smarter. Her system is built on 3 pillars. Exclusivity, she only works with clients who meet her criteria. This isn't about being elitist, it's about being effective. When you try to serve everyone, you serve no one well. Expertise. She knows more about luxury properties than anyone else in her market. She studies architecture, understands investment trends, and can speak intelligently about everything from property taxes to renovation costs. Experience. Every interaction with Sarah feels premium. From the way she conducts showings to how she negotiates deals, everything is designed to make clients feel like they're working with the best. The beautiful thing about Sarah's system is that it compounds. Each successful transaction leads to better referrals. Each satisfied client becomes a brand ambassador. Each deal closed efficiently creates more time for the next opportunity. She's now building a team, but she's applying the same principles to hiring. She's not looking for the most experienced agents. She's looking for the ones who understand the mindset shift required for luxury sales. "I'm not teaching people how to sell houses," she says. "I'm teaching them how to become the kind of professional that wealthy clients want to work with." The question is, will you be the agent who masters this before everyone else catches on? Or will you keep doing what everyone else is doing and wonder why nothing changes? Because here's the reality. The old way of doing business is dying. The agents who adapt will thrive. The ones who don't will struggle to survive. Sarah's story isn't unique. All across the country, luxury agents are discovering that working smarter beats working harder every single time. They're building businesses that serve their lives, not the other way around. The opportunity is there. The market is ready. The question is, are you? The luxury real estate market doesn't need another desperate agent. It needs professionals who understand that true luxury isn't about the properties you sell. It's about the experience you provide and the standards you maintain. Will you be one of them? For a more detailed explanation, please click on the next video on your screen or use the link provided in the description below. Any likes and subscribes would be very appreciated.